Okay, we are going to do a one magazine collage with Life magazine from February 1980. Alrighty. So, Kent. Ooh, that's a big cigarette ad. I never smoked Kent's. Oh, that's a fancy one. Oldsmobile. I love Oldsmobile. I had one. Kahlua. I love Kahlua too. Imagine that. All kinds of stuff I love. Okay, that's a good face. She's very fresh. The look of the 80s. Who is that? That is Cheryl Tiegs. I kind of half knew that. All right, Winter Games. High Yields. Interesting. Oh, it's a skiing one, like a Winter Games one. I wonder if this is, oh, I bet you it's a boop, Olympics year. All right, there's some good coins. I like using coins. Books. Ooh, how fun would that be? That's a good border. Ironclad guarantee. Were these men killers for the Nazis? They should be deported. I remember this. I remember that guy. Ooh, Nazi eyes. I don't want to use Nazi eyes. Best tasting low tar, Merit. Didn't smoke those. Oh, look at this. This is cute. Kitty. Oh, I have one of those tables. I am an old soul. I am an old lady. Oh, we could have some skiers. Oh, that's a neat graphic, huh? Okay. Camels. Liquor. I remember liquor. All right. Royal Copenhagen. CC, Canadian Mist. I used to drink CC a lot. Little monkeys. Tree walkers of Asia. Oh, we might do something cute with a monkey. Ooh, could we do a monkey? This monkey. Wait. On this. Oh, yeah, we're going to do that for sure. Oh, yeah. I lost my Washington Monument. Okay. There we go. Cute. All right, we got to get back to our monkeys. All right, that's a fun one. Oh, Michael Landon. I hope he didn't turn out to be something horrible. Scout. Who made Scout? International Harvester? I don't remember that. Museum. Newport. A big beer ad. That's a huge beer ad. Winston's. When I say that everybody smoked, CC, Canadian Club. I have those in old fashions. To this day. Telephones. Do you remember telephones? Jeep Cherokee. I drive a Jeep. We have 2 Jeeps. Martini and Rossi. I love that. Yep, we're going to use that somewhere. I love that label. I don't know if I'm going to use the cocktails yet, but for sure I'm going to use the label. Salem's. Giant French fries. Uh-oh. Oh, I almost got it. It's a mosquito. This is when French fries had lard. They were really good then. Look at those guys. Oh, they're going on our border. Mary Astor. Ina Claire, Princess D. What's my mom's name? D-E-E. Oh. Ooh, could we have this lady leaning on this and him holding it? We're going to try that. Oh, look at her. She's fabulous. But I like this lady better. Let's see. Which one is she? She must be the ice skater. We're going to see if we can do that. Okay. Oh. Okay. Benson and edges, good for when you're skiing. Ooh, Mercedes-Benz. Gaddafi. That was a big name when I was growing up. I love the color of this paper. The Yes Test. Cheryl Teagues, yep. Ooh, there's some more cocktails. Ooh, there's a crown. I might use that crown. Yeah. Either on the monkey or on the lady. Russians, we were always worried about Russians. Okay, so let's go back here. We want Cheryl Teagues. Well, I almost feel like we could put her eyes on her face, because I think the only other big one we had was the Nazi eyes. So I think I'm going to cut out her eyes and put them on her face. All right, here we go. So we've got a head. We've got a crown and some cocktails. We may have a bunch of cocktails. I like cocktails. We have this lady leaning, right? These girls for the edges. Pretty cocktails and a label. The Washington Monument and a monkey to stick on it. So I'm going to cut all this out and I will be back. All right, so we're doing the Life magazine. So let's get this over here. Ooh, now that I see it, I thought we had almost nothing and we have quite a bit. Ooh, wait a minute. Because I've got this lady and a monkey to hold on to here. Look, I cut out his little hands so he can hold on to this and his feet. Isn't that fun? But she has to be leaning on it too. Oh, this is a 2-page spread. Who knew? Okay, just logistically for the biggest part of it, it won't fit on one page. So Danny K, so sorry. Let's see, what do we got? So we got 2 white ones. Let's see, does this kind of, I guess I feel like it does a little bit go with the craft, but I'm gonna wanna do a really good stencil background in the back. So let's pull out our stencils. Let's pull out the top layer of our stencils. Okay, so this is kind of a retro 60s. No, not flowers, not roses, not circles, no teardrops. I know this is a miracle, but not harlequins, not letters. Oh, could be funky circles, because that would get rid of a lot of the craft, since that's more of a open stencil. All right, not that, not this. Oh, that's kind of funky. That could be fun to doodle. That's a Seth Apter one. We'll put that in maybes. Little spooky trees. I forgot I had these. Oh, I may have to put these over here. Not flowers, not flowers, not triangles. Okay, this is, I don't know, I'm feeling doodly. Okay, I like that better than Seth's. Let's put this up here. Not this one. Ooh. Ooh, I didn't know about this one. Okay, hold on. Oh, 2 new stencils. Let's use those. Might as well use ones I haven't used yet. Use all your stuff, peeps. Okay, here we go. So, what we're gonna do is something super fun. We are going to, so let's think about colors, because I can paint her outfit, of course. I'm thinking red. Oh, let's do red and turquoise. Yes, because I'm having a little love affair with red and turquoise. I think I'm gonna do turquoise back, red on the front. So this is what we're gonna do. You're gonna like it. We're gonna use 2 stencils. And these are from Joggles. These are Elizabeth St. Hilaire, who is my absolute favorite stencil designer. I like Vicki Booten. She's got some cool patterns, but as far as these funky things, I love this woman's stencils. Okay, here we go. So, we're gonna do teal in the back and red on the front. I am running out of red. Okay, so we're gonna do a mixture of, I think this is Mermaid Lagoon and this is Broken China for sure. Distress paint, and I like distress paint so much more than regular paint, acrylic paint, because it's a little bit more translucent. It's not so, oops, this is a new one. Anytime you got a new one, peeps, gotta shake it. Oh, gosh darn it. You gotta close it and shake it. Shake it. Shake it like a Polaroid. All right, sorry. I said I was sorry. Now I have paint all over. Okay, we're gonna use this because we've got a big area to cover. So we're just gonna go over this. And this is just a makeup brush from the dollar store. Oh, there we go. And when you pull it across like this, you're gonna get a ridge on the far edge of your stencil where it's gonna be thicker. I kind of like that look, but if you wanted it to be a uniform kind of color, you would want to dab up and down rather than pull. Yeah, that little display of paint shaking, I think is why the paint companies haven't come out to sponsor me yet. It's possible that they would be concerned about the integrity of their brand. Should I get the paint off of my arm to use too? Crack me up. Okay. All right. So we've got this, and we're gonna wait just 1 second. You would think I would clean off my arm while we wait, but I'm not. Okay, now the reason we can do this is because the distress paint dries so fast. Normal acrylic paint, I would have, in Florida at least, right? I would have to wait maybe half hour to feel confident about this. But now we're gonna do more of a dab. Dab, dab, dab. And I left that other stencil behind there. And you'll see what happens in a minute. If you like to doodle and you are not a brilliant doodler, this is going to be your jam the way it's my jam. And I'm not doing as much on the edges because I have some really cool pictures for the edges. So maybe I'll sneak over here a little bit more. But this is, I figure this doodly bit will be more to one side or the other. Now, if you wanted this to be real bright red with the distress paint, you would want to go over it again to make it bright red, but I'm not trying for that. Okay, so now we've done this, but now when we take this off, we see more of the craft behind it, and then we just have that doodly bit, right? So I'm going to do this exact same thing, and I will be back. Okay, so I want to show you something that is unique to Magazine Collage, that if you do regular art or if you are trying to make this a beautiful painting would matter, but it doesn't matter in Magazine Collage. So if you notice, I forgot to put the second stencil on over here, right? And so this is more whole, and then this goes into, oh, and I got some of the red paint on, so this is more purpley, going over to blue, all the way to blue. So they're definitely different colors. I don't care. Like I said, if you were doing real art or art that you wanted to have be pristine, you might care. I will say that as a magazine collager, that most of this, I don't know how to tell you this, if this is your first magazine collage thing, will be covered up, right? Like it's the interesting parts. This is just the background, right? It's the interesting parts that go on the front that are the important part. Now, here's another question. Well, then why, if you're going to cover up most of it, do you bother to do a background? And you do a background because, like here, this is like a pretty colored background. I had way more in the front I was working on. This one, we know we're a little light on stuff for a two-page spread. This one has some cute stenciling in the background. Let's see. Oh, this has a lot of stenciling in the background. But if you saw it at first, like this was all orange, this was all pink, it was very beautiful. This was all purple, and then we covered it up. But by having that original layer of the stencil and the background, it makes it look really beautiful. All right, I lost our art for today. Oh, there it is. Okay, I have to dry this and I'll be back. All right, good enough for government work. Okay, so let's start and make our paper doll of the main character. So we have, to me, this is the main character. I love him. He is going to be hanging on somehow the Washington Monument. Okay, so this is his jam. Now I don't know whether he's over here. Let's see what's going on. We got to figure this out. Oh, I kind of like that. We're gonna think about this. Get all our stuff. Okay, here we go. So we have a lady with different blue eyes, and I might make them sad, that we're gonna put on this, and she needs something to lean on. So I had originally thought she was gonna lean on this, and then I realized like everything in the whole piece is in one spot. So I don't love that. I love these girls. So, and I have 2 sets of those like that, right? Which I could put on an edge. I could put on this edge. I could move him over a little bit, right? Ooh, I'm starting to get a Godzilla vibe. Okay, so let's see what this woman could lean on. We got some stuff. She could lean on the Martini and Rossi bottle. What if we make a pile of cocktails? Right? Like they're all piled up like thus. Oh, this might be it. Because we can go as high as we need to. Oh, that's kind of cool. And then, oh, I just turn her hand and have it coming in this way. Hold on, hold on. Or I just give up on the whole she's leaning on something. That's also an option for us. Let's get her head in here. Because I have a crown for her. Okay, so she needs to move down here. Okay, so then I think these girls go for sure across here. Oh, this one's more colorful. I like that one better. I'll move this up. I hope you can see them. Because I like these friends very much. Ooh, do we do them all the way across the bottom? That's what we do. Okay, so some things I can do, I know. I can cut off this cocktail. We're gonna put it over there for a wee minute. All right, I kind of feel okay about this side. Boop, boop, boop. So we're gonna have a pile of cocktails. There we go. So I'm gonna glue this one down except for the bottom of this cocktail. So I'm gonna start here. And I am using Nuvo glue, which is my favorite glue. If you're new here, it's because it doesn't wrinkle my pages. It sticks really well, but the best part about it is it doesn't get all hung up about coming out of its schnozzle. And I have to tell you that glue, it doesn't matter if I love another glue, if I can't get it to come out, then it's just annoying. Okay, so this, yep, we're good. We can glue down this whole thing. I love art glitter glue, right? Like I think that it has a lot of the same properties, and it has that little tiny nozzle, which is amazing if you're doing little work and if you're exceptionally good at closing your glue every night. I am not exceptionally good at closing my glue every night. So I wind up with a whole bottle, gosh darn it, a whole bottle of glue that doesn't work anymore. We didn't glue that down. Why is this stuck? I can feel it. There we go. Boop, boop. Oh, no, it doesn't want to come up. All right. We call that a volunteer. I would like it if it was over, but it's not, so it's not. Okay, so now we're gonna do these gals. I like this gal the least because her book is white. I think these are actually the magazine covers of Life with these old dear actresses, and they were old dear actresses in the 1980s. So my guess is they're no longer with us. Very pretty. Okay, here we go. Right there. And we'll just cut off the ones that Oh, these girls on this end, we got to pull up. Because we're going to put them over that. Okay. I was premature sticking these girls down. We're taking them back up. It's okay. It's okay. All right. Now let's make our paper doll. So do we want to give her, I definitely want to give her sad eyes. So this is how I determine whether I make sad eyes, which is where I flip them around and I turn them down and all that, is if I can't line up her nose without her having a ridiculously long eye thing, then I turn them around and make them sad eyes. Because if you line up their noses, and I did a whole video on this, if you line up their noses, you can make them look relatively normal, like a person. But if you can't line up their noses, then they're always going to look somewhat weird. Okay, so this is going to be our first eye. And it's going to come off a little, but it didn't come off like halfway across her head, right? So, and that's up to you, how much you want to do. I'm just having a flash that I might give her big lipstick lips. All right. There you go. Nice. All right, so we are going to cut off this arm because screwing around with where her tiny, tiny hand goes, nobody will pay attention because there's a giant gorilla on the Washington Monument over on the other side, right? Like at some point you have to say, nobody but me cares about this. Okay, so we're gonna put her on here. I call this making paper dolls. We're gonna put this on here and then we're gonna cut her neck to fit her sweater perfectly, okay? I have found that this way of doing it is so much easier than if you try to make this big, huge, we need to move her down a little bit. Move her head around. If you try to cut her neck ahead of time. So that's just my way of doing it. Oh, we have her crown. Where's her crown? There it is. So we're going to have her kind of right here. And her crown can go right there. And this is less about placement and more about getting it on the page. Okay, we're going to give her a wee minute to dry. We're going to work on this side for a second. Okay, so we know that this has to go like this because that's how he's going to hold on to the Washington Monument. Now, we do know we can slide him up and down it. So there you go. I feel like, could we make it look cute that he's sitting on a cocktail? Or he's trying not to sit on a cocktail? Or there's a cocktail over here. I want to pull the cocktails over here. I kind of like that. Okay, I like that. Now, this is a thing that's really hard for people to understand. Does it make sense that there is a cocktail under a monkey on the Washington Monument? If I had to guess, I would say most people would say no, right? Like, that is not a realistic portrayal of monkeys, cocktails, or said Washington Monument, right? Like, none of that makes sense. But it does make me happy. It does make me feel like my design is more cohesive. And it's my design. So if I want my monkey to have a cocktail underneath him on his Washington Monument trip, it's fine. Okay, we're going to just stick him down. Before we stick him down, do we want to put the last one of these girls in the corner because it kind of matches the Washington Monument? I do kind of like that. What do you think? Little angry woman. I like that. Okay. All right. There you go. Boop, boop, boop. Oh, cute. Very cute. Okay. Monkey. Actually, yeah. I don't have anything else, really. I don't know if I'm gonna paint the monkey. I have found sometimes that once you start painting something that you're not, like I know how to paint eyes. I know I took a class on how to paint her suit jacket. Once you try to start painting something like the monkey, it can turn problematic because you don't know where to start and to stop and to do all that. So I don't know that I am going to be painting the monkey. What I was thinking was, can I cover his branch with this? And I don't think that that's the thing. I think I cover part of him, and maybe I extend my doodles in here. That's something I could do. That would make sense to me. So that's something we might think of. I'm getting bit by a mosquito. I'm not sure why the mosquitoes like to live underneath my desk, but they do. There's no water under there. And the thing that's a bummer is that I'm allergic to mosquitoes, so I break out in itchy rash. Okay, here's my snips. These Tim Holtz snips have like a little serrated edge that some people don't like. I love it because it helps me like kind of, I have to clean them off because I have been cutting glue with my snips, which is why we can't have nice things. So now we're gonna go and we're gonna cut along her shirt, and then we're gonna cut along her jawline. And then we're going to make her a neck on this side. And then we're going to do the same. Is that stuck down? That's not even stuck down. There we go. Oh, now we're going to cut glue with our snips again. Okay, I tried to be a good collager. Okay, so now we're going to come along her shirt. Come around to here. And then go up her neck, right at her shirt line, to her jawline. And that could get awkward, but there's a natural little break right here. Watch, we can do this. You're gonna like it. Sorry, I have to itch my mosquito bite. I think I killed him. I'm anti killing anything except mosquitoes. There we go. All right. So we're just gonna cut right around her earring to make a natural break. There you go. See that? Now it looks pretty normal. I might snip just a teeny bit more. Just, oh, too sharp. There we go. Just to kind of segue that. Okay. Now we're gonna glue her down. Oh, she had some glue in her. It's a very, so in the 80s, as we were flipping through, I'm like, this is all booze and cigarettes. I'm telling you, I was born, I missed the 50s where you could be stoned all day in your house. And, but I did hit the 80s when I was a teenager. We used to go, to this nightclub for 18 and unders when I was like in this little tiny town. When I was like 16, 15, they were prepping us for going out even then. Okay, where'd our other one go? Is it here? Well, it's here somewhere. We know that. Oh, here it is. Here we go. Now we can glue this down. Sometimes I put my border in the front, and sometimes I put the border in the back. Today the border's in the front because it's fancy, right? No sense in wasting these cute vintage girlies. Okay. Nice. And then yep, we stuck him down. We're gonna stick these guys down. And I'm gonna do a whole bunch doodling on this. There we go, there we go. These cute girls. Oh, I love that. That's very fun. We even still get to see the bottom of his foot. All right, so that is it for our sticky stick. I'm gonna play with this and I will be back. All right, I finished this one. And so number one, I feel like it's a little bit busy. I feel like because I went in and I colored with red, I colored with a lighter red. I mean, same colors as we had before. Some turquoise. And then I used a Diane Reevely dialogue stencil to make the circles and highlight those. I did outline and dot dash down here. I did outline and dot dash of him, not of the cocktail. I didn't do it on everything. I did it on these three things. So the front to pull it forward, her to highlight her, and him to highlight him. I did outlining and some shading, but not the dot dash. I don't know. I was thinking would it look cute if I did the dots all over the place and it would darken it up? I feel like I would want to maybe do a gray wash or a black wash or something to kind of get the colors. Maybe it's just too many colors for me. But I don't like how the background is coming out, but I'm going to be doing a series later on. See how, like with this, the cat on the polar bear is definitely the highlight, as opposed to this, where it's hard to look at anything because the background is so backgroundy. So hopefully that helps. Tara Jacobsen, Artsy Fartsy Life.